Welcome to Brake Check. I'm Brian, and what are you doing?
Well, these hooks, they're red. Why are they red?
Oh, that means they work.
Oh, well, cool.
So you can find them.
Welcome to Brake Check. I'm Craig.
And I'm Brian.
And today we're driving
a 2020 Jeep Rubicon Gladiator.
Gladiator Rubicon, you idiot. Come on. Welcome to Brake Check. I'm Craig.
I'm Brian.
Welcome to Brake. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Welcome to Brake Check. I'm Craig.
And I'm Brian.
And today we're driving
a 2020 Jeep Gladiator
Rubicon.
Thank you.
Yes. Welcome to Brake Check.
Welcome to Brake Check.
Man, we're in it. We're in the
Gladiator
Jeep
Rubicon.
Gladiator Rubicon.
I've been waiting a while to drive this.
This thing is pretty awesome.
It's awesome.
So, what is a Jeep Gladiator Rubicon?
Okay, so everyone knows the Wrangler. It's an
Yes.
American Patriot, right? It's just like apple pie and Mustangs. It's American through and through. Made in Toledo, Ohio. For a long time, Jeep has been ignoring the mid-size pickup segment.
Yes.
And this just took it head on.
People and the forums and enthusiasts have been clamoring for Jeep pickups for a long time. This is nothing new.
There's nothing new. No.
They just finally did it.
If you go back to the CJ8 in the 80s, that was called the Scrambler.
Right.
And that was a two-seat configuration with a longer rear section that was just truck bed.
Right.
So there weren't seats back there from the factory.
Right.
Now you could put seats back there. There's tons of aftermarket options and stuff like that. Are you using your blinker? Oh, you're coming around. So what's special about this is that it is taking on the Ranger, the Colorado, the Canyon, the Tacoma, and the Frontier. Now I say Tacoma because you can get a four-door with a long bed in the Tacoma, and this is about that long.
Yeah, this is a long truck.
In its only configuration.
Yeah. So they finally built the pickup.
Yep.
It competes against all those. How does it do against those?
Well, it depends how you look at it. So in terms of payload and sheer metrics, it beats a lot of them. You can put 1,600 pounds in the bed of this. With the right configuration, you can tow 7,000 pounds, give or take, which means boats are checked off.
For a Jeep?
For a Jeep. Most Jeeps tow 2,000 pounds. That's a big difference.
That is huge.
So this isn't just an extended wheelbase. There's actually what's mostly a Ram 1500 rear axle in this.
There's some engineering that's going on.
Absolutely.
Okay.
5-link coil springs up back, which is pretty cool.
Very cool.
They didn't target A1 plumbing with this.
Right.
They targeted this as a lifestyle vehicle.
Right.
So I would argue if you're interested in Wranglers or Raptors or things like that, this is up your alley too. And so part of the requirements was they wanted 2 dirt bikes in the bed.
Okay.
And that's why it's so long.
Right.
Right? What's the fair point? I mean, full-size trucks struggle to do that. This can do that.
Right.
So you could have 2 dirt bikes and then tow a boat or a Polaris or something like that, or you can put kayaks in the back. So they really thought about the lifestyle aspect. They didn't just think about utilitarian. It's not a work truck. I don't think of this as a work truck at all.
No.
And so when we think about,
but most mid-size trucks aren't work trucks, anyways.
Well, most aren't, but
most
some
mid-size
are.
trucks are not A1 plumbing trucks.
I would say these aren't at all, though.
Okay. But this is not just a Jeep Gladiator. This is a Jeep Gladiator Rubicon.
Exactly.
What does that mean?
Okay, so in years past, the Rubicon has been the top trim in terms of off-road ability. So that means locking front and rear diffs. That means 410 axle ratios. It means better wheels and tires. These have Falcon Wild Peaks. The Wrangler Rubicon have BFGs instead of Falcons.
And we took this off-road a little bit. Did it care at all?
Not at all.
Didn't care.
Not even slightly.
Yeah, and you can check the video on that.
You can see here. The challenge with this off-road compared to a Wrangler is that the wheelbase is longer. So scraping your belly is probably going to happen when you really get into it.
You also get a disconnecting sway bar.
That's the big deal.
The 3 things. I mean, a lot of vehicles have 4 high, 4 low, but not all of them have front and rear lockers. So the rear locker, you can find that somewhere.
Most F-150s have that.
But it is really hard to find both.
Right.
And then to top it all off, the disconnecting sway bar, what does that do for you?
So a sway bar is effectively an additional spring that ties the left and right side of the vehicle together, the left and right hubs. So when you disconnect that, you have a lot more articulation. So if this is your cab and this is your axle. With it connected, it can only twist about so much. With it disconnected, it can twist about yay much.
You know what you're doing with your hands there?
Yeah, this is scientific.
Oh, okay. So one could say you could really Jeep flex in this sucker.
Oh, totally. You can Jeep wave, you can run topless, you can do all the Jeepy things you want to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like it.
So let's.
So that's a lot of freedom.
It's a lot of freedom. Speaking of, we have freedom tops.
How about that?
Look at that.
Almost like the inside of a cooler.
It looks like an igloo. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, exterior. So you mentioned your wife doesn't like the way this looks because it's too long.
Just proportions. Yeah.
Proportions. What do you think about the exterior?
I think the looks of it are great. So there are some fake vents in the hood.
Ooh, yeah.
Which I don't like fake vents.
Yeah.
But they do look good.
Yeah.
There's a quarter panel vent that I really like.
Yeah, you do like that. You get really excited about that.
I don't know why. Just it's a good shape. Now keep in mind,
looks like it's worked out though. It's like you can see it's tricep. Like,
it's toned up a little bit.
Toned up.
But think about Jeeps. Jeeps are kind of like Porsche 911s. You can't deviate a whole lot. You've got to have the 7-slot grill. You've got to have the round headlights and all these things.
Right.
So they've had to do things like the quarter panel to make it look fresh, and it does. They've done a good job.
Yeah, and so I think the exterior, I think it looks good.
Yeah.
A lot of people kind of don't like it. They think it just looks like they slapped a bed on it. And fair point. It does kind of look like that. I get it.
But to that point, if you're going to put a bed in a Jeep, it's always going to look like you stuck a bed on a Jeep. That's just how it is.
I don't know how you don't get away from that.
Right.
So to me, it's better than the Ridgeline putting the fake bed line. So
I would agree.
I mean,
complaining about this looking like a Jeep with a bed on it is like complaining about red, white, and blue on the American flag. It's just, it is what it is.
I think it looks pretty good. I'm with you. I like the evolution of the Jeep, kind of like the evolutions of the 911. Some people don't like it. I do.
I do too.
I like that they've stuck to the original design. They've just refreshed it, updated it, made it look better. Interior.
Ooh.
You mentioned it's a Rubicon, which means we get this red dash,
which I like,
which is fake metal, but really looks like metal.
It looks
almost
good,
feels
though.
like, but it's not.
Good.
What do you think about the interior?
Have you driven a previous gen Jeep?
I have.
Okay. Is this
not the greatest.
Is this not night and day better?
This is really nice.
It's great.
I can't believe this is a Jeep Wrangler, Gladiator, whatever. I
Right.
can't believe this is a Jeep.
So this has cloth seats, which I'm fine with in this type of vehicle.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, you've still got dual zone climate control.
Yep.
We've got Uconnect, which is the best in the biz.
It's really good.
It looks like it's integrated, it looks like a kid's tablet with an OtterBox around it.
But it fits. It fits this
No,
Jeep.
it does. It's not out of place.
It also, the backup camera, speaking of some of the interior stuff, the backup camera, really good.
Really good. Like it a lot. Really happy with that. I like the accessory gauges in here.
Yep.
I like the pitch and roll gauge, which you really have to be below 25 to see, which is kind of silly. I'm not okay with that. The stereo is pretty good.
Yeah.
It has a sound bar up here.
Yeah, that way you can go topless and
you go
boom.
topless, exactly.
On the beach.
On the beach.
Yeah.
Which no one lives nearby.
You take your Freedom tops,
exactly.
so you go topless, do the Jeep wave on the beach.
No.
Oh.
Freedom tops off.
Okay.
Doors off.
Doors off.
Front and back.
Yes.
Windshield down.
Oh, yes.
Now you're free. Now you do the Jeep wave.
Man, I'm telling you.
I'm all about it.
That's America right here.
Easter eggs.
Yes.
Mopar is really good about this.
Mopar is the best.
They're the best at this. There's Easter eggs on the corner of the windshield.
Yep.
There's Easter eggs on the wheels themselves. There's a ton we've missed in here, I'm sure. But every
There's
Mopar
so
I've
many
driven
cool
recently
things.
has, even the Caravan, the Grand Caravan has the Pacifica. The Pacifica has a lineage of Chrysler vans from conception to today.
Yeah, it's quite impressive.
Did you just Jeep wave that farmer?
I did, because he Jeep waved me.
That was beautiful.
Guys, so that's the other thing. Jeep Wave.
Yeah, we're getting Jeep Wave.
You get the Jeep Wave. We can't tell you what it is. You have to look it up. So, because it's a secret.
It's a secret.
You can only do it. They only tell you if you're in a Jeep.
You have to be in a Jeep to do it. Look, I tried the Jeep Wave in my Raptor all the time. People just flip me off.
By the way, it's not the same thing as a Vet Wave, I found out. Jeep Wave, Vet Wave.
No. Vet Wave, you're number one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Back to that. Rear seat room is pretty good. I think it's better or on par with everything that's midsize pickup.
I mean, yes. Okay, and that's what I think. So interior, I have to remember midsize truck.
Right.
And I have to keep reminding myself, this is a Jeep. I can't believe it's not the greatest interior.
No.
It's not. But
I think it's pretty good though.
But for a Jeep, it's a great interior.
Yeah, totally.
I think it's better than the Ranger. I think it's better
than the Colorado.
It's definitely better than the Frontier. Colorado, yes, definitely better. Maybe a Denali trim would be nice, in the Canyon.
Sure.
Those are probably nice. But Tacoma, I definitely think it's better, although the new one's better. The only interior I would say that's better than this is the Ridgeline, if you want to count that as a truck. Some people don't count that as a truck.
Okay.
I do.
I'll give you that for ergonomics.
I would say
Absolutely.
the Ridgeline's better. But this is
pretty good.
Right next to it.
Hey, we switched.
Means it's time for dynamics.
You darn skippy.
Hit it.
Whoa. Makes a lot of noise.
Makes a little go. 60. Okay.
Is it fast?
No. Is it slow? No, I think not. But for what it is.
It's a Jeep.
If you're listening there, you can tell we're in the V6.
Yes.
3.6 liter Pentastar V6. It's in everything Mopar these
It's
days.
the corporate V6. They put it in there. It's their Toyota's got the 3.5. They've got the 3.6. So
GM has a 3.6 too.
GM has a 3.6.
But
right.
I'll be honest, I've liked it in just about every application.
Look,
I
was first introduced to the Pentastar V6 in a full-size Ram,
Sure.
and I was really impressed.
Yeah, me too.
It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
It gets good mileage. It's smooth. It doesn't sound terrible.
No.
It doesn't sound like late 90s GM 3.8 V6 like boat motor bad.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Right.
I've driven the Wrangler with the 2-liter turbo as well, and I want to comment on that real quick.
Okay.
With the mild hybrid, e-hybrid assist.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just be honest with you, it's a competent power plant in terms of its numbers. It's in numbers. I just don't like driving it.
Right.
I think the 3.6 is better suited for something like this.
And that's a personality thing. A lot of people, more and more people like the turbo feel. They like that on-demand torque, ready to go. You don't like it. You like the high revving stuff. You've always liked more.
I've always liked
stuff.
linear power bands.
Yeah.
But I'll even be honest. Off idle, the 2-liter is a little bit laggy. We just have to wake up. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Paired with the start-stop system on the 2-liter, it's just not. It's just not my preference. It's
Right.
not terrible. It's just not my preference.
Personal preference, but you like the 3.6.
The 3.6 is totally fine for what this
But
is.
it's been plenty reliable, very good.
Sure.
You can't go wrong with it.
Can't go wrong with it.
Plus, you can get it in a manual.
Right. Why would you not buy this over a Ranger? I would say because of, like you just mentioned, on-highway manners and price.
Yeah.
Now, you brought up a point this morning. This is 10 grand more almost across the board.
This
for a
thing's
Ranger.
expensive. I got the Maroney, whatever the thing is. I'm correct this in the comments.
Monroney.
It is 50. This particular one, which now is that Mike Brown Jeep. I'm sure they'll get you a good deal. Go see Charles Brockman. But this one is stickered for $53,440. So that is a lot.
It's a lot. But if you got a 4-door, 4-wheel drive Ranger, it's going to be at least 35 or 40 after discounts.
At least.
So let's call it 10 grand more for this.
Yeah, it's about 10 grand more.
Because there's some discounts on this right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 grand more. Why does that not matter?
The reason it doesn't matter is because when you go to, depending on how long you keep the car.
Sure.
Most people keep a car for what? 3-4 years? Some people keep it more.
Sure.
Maybe, I guess the
It
average.
depends on the buyer.
The average is probably higher. But if you're only going to keep this thing for 4 or 5 years or less, you're going to go sell this thing, and this thing's still going to be worth $40,000.
It's still going to be worth 10 grand more than the comparable Ranger.
And the Ranger will only be worth 20.
Right.
So it's going to hold its resale because that's just what
So
Jeeps
it's
do.
something to consider.
It is something to consider.
Don't write it off just because of that.
There is the upfront cost, but our counterpoint would be
you get it back on the
total ownership cost. It's not any more than a Ranger or a Tacoma or whatever.
Or not enough to break the deal.
Right.
Right.
So
Okay.
on-road feel.
On-road feel, it's solid front axle and solid rear axle. It's not going to drive like a Ranger or a Colorado or anything with an independent front. But they've done a really good job at making it be well-mannered. For example, the 250 we drove the other day,
Yes.
while it was pretty good,
Yes.
it was so stiff that it's just the nature of a 3/4 ton truck. This is probably easier to live with driving around daily.
Right. But this is wallowy. I know you think I'm wrong, but I'm right.
It is wallowy. No.
For correction, this thing is more wallowy. If you're used to that more modern drive that's tighter and not as wallowy and feels like something's not connected.
I'll say
that's just the nature, like you said, of the axles. That's just the nature of it.
I think I'm feeling that way because when you drive the Wrangler, it feels even more wallowy because it's such a shorter wheelbase. So I feel like with this longer wheelbase, it's taken some of that out. But it's not quite as bad.
True, but it is a factor, and it is something to consider if you're looking for mid-sized trucks.
Yeah,
you definitely need to drive it, see if you're okay with it.
Totally.
And it's a trade-off. Are you okay with that? With the capability that gives you, then don't move forward.
I will argue if you have to commute, say, 50 miles a day, all highway, I would consider the Ranger or Colorado over this.
That's a good.
Just because of on-highway manners. Now, if you have a mixed drive, I'd get over it really quick.
Or if you take it off-road every weekend, you go wheeling, you go flexing, you go beaching, whatever.
Whatever. If you're in that lifestyle, there's nothing else for
Then
you.
get this thing.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Hipster Score.
Hipster Score.
It's time, baby. I think
right.
we're getting better on this, so let's see if you've remembered any of the lessons I've taught you.
I don't know. Let's see.
On three.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. You want to start? Oh,
fine.
Go ahead.
Fine.
No, you start the timer. Go ahead.
3, 2, 1.
7.
5.
What?
Where'd you get 7 from?
It's so hipster, it made me wear a flannel shirt, number one.
Well, that's a good point. That's true.
So,
I thought you were
just feeling the hipster vibes.
Okay.
If you want to go first, I'll correct you again, as usual.
I want to know, okay, I'm giving it a 5 because it's too expensive to be a 7.
Okay.
I think, because hipsters aren't into...
Well, first off, hipster cars don't buy new cars.
Exactly. That's why it's not even considerable.
So, okay.
And
This was
gonna
used
buy
to be a
Prius
10.
20. No way. All right, it does get 5 points though because it is outdoorsy. It's a lifestyle vehicle.
It's an yes.
Right? But off-roaders are not hipsters. They're two different people.
Overlanders are. You can overland in this.
You can, but I don't. That's not a direct connection. I disagree with that.
Well, you're wrong.
There's
It's
some
okay.
crossover, but there's not a direct connection to that.
I don't know about that. Okay, listen. You can tell me why you got a 5. I'll tell you why I got a 7.
Okay,
So again, let's go back to our scale.
sure.
A 0 is a Raptor.
Correct.
Which is kind of funny because this is kind of like that.
I know, that's what I'm getting at.
A 10 is a Prius.
Right?
Okay. So why does this get a 7? Here's why it gets a 7. So by the way, it's a 7, but this is also, I think, the highest a truck can ever get. Okay.
Ooh,
I think
okay.
this is the top
Okay.
score, highest hipster rated truck you can buy. This right here. And here's why. So Jeep number 1, I think automatically gets you to a 5. Jeep alone
Okay.
gets you to a 5 because of its just history and what people think about it. Okay. What gets it a little bit higher is its off-roadiness, overlandiness, Apple CarPlay. Anything Apple gets you another point.
That's a point. Yep.
So we know that's a half a point. Altogether, all those things combined, with all the lifestyle things you can do with this, it gets a 7.
Okay. I'm gonna disagree. So I think the Jeep part of it gets you a 3, not a 5.
Okay.
That's my logic where I'm going with it.
Okay. That's different. That's our difference.
Sure. It does get another point for the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto
CarPlay,
nonsense.
yep.
It does maintain another half point because it's so livable, right?
The Easter eggs give it a lot of points.
The Easter eggs are cool, and then the overall outdoor ability and lifestyle-ness of it.
Okay.
But
All right.
I don't give it a 7
Okay.
because there is a crowd of Jeep owners
Yeah.
that have kind of like Raptor guys. They're gonna have affliction shirts on.
Yeah, that's
they're
a
gonna
good
put
point.
stupid light bars on it.
Yeah.
And they're gonna do that kind of stuff that hipsters don't like.
I may be wrong on this one, but I'm not gonna. I may or may not be wrong on this, but I'm not gonna admit that.
You have to concede. We all know 5's the right.
Anyways,
Okay.
let us know in the comments what y'all think.
Yeah, what are you rated at?
Okay, so that leaves us with who is this car for?
It's for that guy that maybe had a Wrangler in high school, and now he has a family. And
Yeah.
this checks so many boxes.
It does.
You and I could drive this just like our 150s,
Right.
and with no trade-offs.
Well, so
Minus wind noise a little bit.
to me, this is for the person that needs a truck for whatever reason, or they think they need a truck anyways.
I think they do at least.
They think they need a truck.
The
It's
guys,
got
the
really
guys
good-
that want to flex,
This has got, yeah, you can flex. It's got really good articulation. It's ridiculous.
and everything's connected right now.
Yeah, I know. It's absurd.
It's nuts.
Okay, this is for, and here we go again.
It's for Jeep people.
It's for Jeep people.
We're doing the Jeep thing.
So we're doing the Jeep thing. We're flexing, baby.
We're flexing.
Okay, get back to it. Somebody needs a truck,
Sure.
but they want to go off-road. They really do. But they don't want to buy a beat-up Jeep on the side and have another vehicle.
Oh, good point.
They want their vehicle to do it all. They want to be able to take their kids, use it for the truck stuff, towing, hauling junk,
Do the
and they
daycare run.
want to go wheeling on the weekends without having to tow something.
That's a
They
good
can
point.
drive to wherever they want to go, whether they want to go on a beach, whether they want to go rock crawling, whether they want to go overlanding. They can do this and everything else all in one vehicle and have good resale.
I think you've done it. What it's done is given the convenience of a 4-door pickup
Yes.
to Jeep,
Yes.
right? Is
That's
that not
what
it?
that's what it is.
Okay, great.
So, and on that terrible or bearable,
That's just so weird. Why are you doing that?
what? You started the thing.
Don't forget to subscribe,
Yeah, hit the bell.
hit the bell,
Whatever else.
whatever else.
Oh, leave us some negative comments.
We love those.
Those are entertaining.
And by the way,
Actually, I'm told we shouldn't. No, positive comments.
positive comments.
Okay.
Yeah, either way. Like it or don't like it. We like honest feedback.
Yep.
If you have cross-shot this with something else, let us know
Please.
and let us know what you chose.
Yes. Did you get a Ranger? Did you get a Ridgeline? Is a Ridgeline actually a truck? Is this actually a truck, or is it just a Jeep? Let us know.
That's clickbait. See you next time.
All right. See ya. Bye. Jeep Wave. Oh wait, no.
Jeep Wave!
Don't tell anybody.